Day 8, June 30th, 2000. 9 fish today. We've caught about 1,200 pounds of fish. I'm going to go home with a lot of fish after it's processed because they process it for us. See what else. We're heading to the Russian River tonight. We're going to fish that on our own without any guides. In bed at midnight. No moose on the roadway. That was a good thing. You don't want to run into those. There's actually a sign on the Tourniquet Arm Road as you go down to Sterling Highway that tells you how many deaths there were related to moose collisions. It looks like that was a drive day for us for day 8, and that was it. Getting ready to set up camp at the Russian River confluence. We are heading into Whittier. We're on the Sterling Highway, and we're going to take the turn from the Portage up to the Whittier Tunnel. So right now the Tourniquet Arms to our right, and we're going to head into the entrance to the tunnel. The tunnel's interesting. It opened up in 2000 to public transportation. Before then, the only way to get into Whittier, and that's where we're going today and tomorrow, was to go in by a float plane or by boat. Now you can drive through. The top of the tunnel is interesting. Every hour on the hour between, I think it's 9 in the morning and 5 at night. You'll have to look that up. But the top of the hour you can go through one way, and the bottom of the hour you can come back the other way. So you get a pass. It's $15, 13 or $15. She'll tell me right now as we go through. And you wait in line till you get a green light to go through. And you head into Whittier.
Were you hailing me? I saw you waving.
Have you been to this tunnel before?
No, I have not. I've seen lots of videos, but never been through.
So just make sure you drive 25 miles per hour.
Okay.
No stopping, not unless it's emergency and headlights on.
Yep. And it's 13:30 we go through?
1:30.
1:30, yeah.
Lane 1, please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. This is running.
Yeah. So pro tip note to self, clean my windows every morning before I start filming to get rid of the dead bugs.
All the little waterfall streams are cool.
They're coming down, yeah.
Let's see what they're... I'm gonna go walk up there and see what it looks like.
Drive with headlights on, maximum speed 25 miles an hour or 40 kilometers per hour. Stay 100 feet, 300 meters behind the person that you're behind of. So this is the entrance to the Whittier Tunnel, and I should clarify, in 2000 it opened to public access. Military had access before then. It's an old World War II, or Whittier itself is an old World War II post, and this was used for transporting military supplies in and out. 2000 it opened up to the public. Actually, that's not the name of it, it's something else.
Yeah, it said like Alton something Memorial Tunnel.
Hopefully the window's up so we don't get fumes in here.
Yeah, Alton. Oh, it's like rock. This feels like a Disneyland.
It does, doesn't it?
Welcome to Whittier, Alaska. It is a really small town, and by that I mean the majority of it is commercial industry that's in here. There's one little small cul-de-sac that has tourism businesses right where the harbor is. When you look at some of the pamphlets and literature and social media posts about this, they make it look really huge. It's not. You can see it in about a day, and that's more than enough to look at some fish, hike to the Portage Glacier or to the Portage viewpoint, Portage Glacier viewpoint, and turn around and get back out. The camping spot that we had was lousy. It didn't have any amenities at all. It wasn't cut back. There was brush all over the place and trash from the last 30 people who had stayed there. It was just, it was interesting to be there. And we end up having lunch at the world famous halibut and what is it? Fish and chips and halibut. Two of us, $40, 45 bucks for 2 little baskets of halibut and chips. But the majority of it looks like this, just commercial, until you get to this one little cul-de-sac. You'll see it later in the recording.
So, see that? That's the old dormitory. Well,
Oh, yeah.
that's the old
So
military
barracks.
barracks.
Yes, they look like
Now it's your apartment complex.
Russian slums.
It was ours. It wasn't the Russians.
Well, it looks like what you see in the movies.
Oh, the movies,
Like,
Russian.
Go
Like,
meet
yeah.
Gregor and Yuslavka. You know? That's interesting. It's very Grand Budapest.
So
Hotel.
that's the one right there they live in. That's the one
That's
that
the
hasn't
big
been redone. So.
Okay, that's good. At least I was gonna say, jeez. Plaque there. Check out ramp. Then you could jump on and Fast and Furious, or you could look at the fish bins.
This is pretty typical. Industrial prefab on the right, buildings that are tan on the left are from World War II when the Army was here. There's stores on the left. The multi-level building there has a hotel and a bar. We walked into the bar. I was afraid in the bar. We walked through the door. Every guy in there playing pool and drinking vodka looked at us like, this is not where tourists drink. We turned around and left.
You know what? You don't want to clean out the mess.
Evidently, somebody's been up there tagging it.
Alright. You can
Premises under surveillance.
Why do you feel people are tagging it? It's not even.
Well, I'm just saying, it's supposed to be contaminated. But people have jumped the fence to go up there and tag it, so it can't possibly be that bad.
Look, there's a phone number you can go call. What are you talking
Thought you were gonna cross the street.
That's cool. I think we should go inside. That's what I think.
Let's see this way.
Feels like we're in a rush. Are you trying to go fishing here too?
No, no. It's supposed to be spawned out fish here somewhere.
You just want to see a bear? You just want to see a bear?
I want to see a bear eating a fish.
Probably heard your car starting. Like, you know? It is pretty though. It's really pretty actually.
So this is Whittier. If you pause the video right here, you'll see that there's a parking fee and you can camp here. After you pass the line of Connex boxes and city dump trucks, with your Connex box there on the left-hand side, you can pay a fee to camp and look into this beautiful water. So as long as you look in this direction, you're fine. If you turn in any other direction, you're looking at industrial garbage. This is the spot I was talking about. This is the cul-de-sac. It's wonderful. It's great for tourism. You can walk around, but what you're seeing right now, as we make kind of a 360 loop, is it. That's all. That's what you get when you come into Whittier. And like I said, one day, turn around and head back out. You're good to go. So we tossed a line in the water here in the Whittier Bay. We were throwing number 5 blue fox, the 5Rex blue fox. We didn't catch anything, but it was a lot of fun just to try and see what happened. Whittier itself is the gateway to Prince William Sound, and as unimpressed with it as I was, it is a beautiful area when you look at the geology and just the grandeur of the mountains that are there as you go up in through that gateway into Prince William Sound. It's one of the most visited towns in that area because everyone has to go through when they come through on a boat or in a seaplane. So it does have potential. I'll leave it at that. That's BK in the distance, and Kyle is closer to us. He's just cameled out. You can barely see him except for his hat. I don't know where GB is. He's out here fishing too. But since we're fishing, this is time not counted towards our life. We just get to enjoy fishing.
out from Kenai Cache. It's a bacon tackle shop, kind of a jump-off spot for the Kenai. And I wanted to point out a sign they have here that gets right to the heart of things for this area. They have a sign. Shooting prohibited unless hunting. Now, that kind of says it all for Alaska. It's your typical jump-off spot tackle shop. And beautiful mountains in the background. This is the Kenai River. And it looks pretty tame from here. I'll show you some shots downstream of the, what's called combat fishing. I just spent 3 hours down there. Got skunked for my first day. Here's some of the beautiful mountains that are up above it. It's relatively peaceful until you look downstream. Let's take a look at what Alaskans call combat fishing. This is more of the Kenai. This is downstream looking from an observation deck. And if you focus in down below, you have to see lines and lines of people along the bank in the water. I spent 3 hours in that trying to catch a fish. That was good luck for everybody on the left and the right of me. There's a ferry that brings people across, back and forth. That's gap there to get handicap fishing. And this string's on for about a mile or 2 miles down the stream. We also have some float boats coming in. We put in here. It actually looks like one of the Wings boats. Right here. Nope. Not one of Wings. Nice place to fish though.